at that. So yesterday we was down here, so we're up on like the higher sort of side of the mountain now. And we're actually in search of something which this video title probably gives away. Telepizza. Looks like there's another abandoned resort right by here. Check it out. So if you wind up in Tenerife and you want some free accommodation, come here. That's mad. You can even see like where the pool was down here and all the umbrellas are rotten. And there's all grass growing across the balconies. Look at that swimming pool over there. Look at all the umbrellas, like they just rot. They've lost all the fabrics rotted on them. There's a random pair of Callahan shoes. What the fuck? They're like brand new. That's mad. Yeah, so if you're looking for free accommodation in Tenerife, here you go. It's crazy. I know some people who would try and get in here. Mike, Jordan. That. So where we're heading is just up on the side of the mountain here, and it's in regards to a famous murder mystery writer, which you probably already know from the title of this video. It's a nice little park here. Big boat. Nice little botanicals. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, so I hope you are enjoying what's going on so far. Like I said, we're not really planned anything here, we're just chilling out, but obviously if there's things we notice locally, we're just going to check it out, including where we're going to right now. But so tomorrow is going to be Sunday, and then on Monday we do plan on going up on to see Mount Teide, which is the volcano here. So we're going to book a bus that is going to pick us up from the hotel on Monday morning, and it's about a 5-hour excursion, so it was a half-day excursion, but I hope you guys enjoy that. So I'm assuming the tourists are congregating for the same reason we are right by here. But this is a dry riverbed, yeah, it runs right down from the top, probably from Teide or the mountain surrounding it. And we just saw a little lizard on the wall then, so we did actually manage to get some footage of him, which I'll include right by here. So there's 2 cafes at the bottom of the section, and then we're going to have to walk up the hill to get to some steps. Some very important steps for you murder mystery lovers out there. So you can see the dry riverbed down there, which is being used for recreational drug use as well, by the looks of it. And there's a Burger King right at the bottom of the steps that we're going to go up. Some nice restaurants here to like stop, to have pit stops there. I know. So there's not much to look at this far, but we will be going up here. I can see another cafe there, so we'll probably stop there. So we're about a minute away, and I might as well tell you guys where we're heading. We're going towards the Agatha Christie Steps here in Puerto de la Cruz. I think the reason they're here is because she visited the area when she was writing her books. So there's a section of steps just up here, and each step has got a name of a book written on it which she wrote. Now personally, I'm not a massive fan of Agatha Christie. I am well aware of Agatha Christie because of ITV's slamming of it in the 90s. Is that right? Poirot. What's the other one?
Murder on the Orient Express. What else is there?
Didn't you write the other woman though?
Death on the Nile.
Death on the Nile and all stuff like that. So,
I like that one.
but ITV used to slam us with Agatha Christie shows in the 90s, and that's how I'm aware of it. As for a lot of you other people in the UK, probably. So we started down here, but the steps are quite intense. But there are opportunities to stop, so we're going to take this opportunity. It's actually not that nice of a view right here, as I said further down. I think this is like an indoor shopping centre. There's like an underground car park right here and stuff. But we're going to head on up in a moment once we catch our breath back. So that's where we was yesterday, right by the coast by here where the Black Beach was as well. So we should have a nice view down over there as well. So that's where we come to see right there. Five Little Pigs, An Overdose of Death, Double Sin, Murder on the Orient Express. So yeah, this is the Agatha Christie Steps. With beautiful trees around it, blossoming right now, because we're still in summer. So we're just got a couple of photos in showing Mum, because Mum is massive fan of people dying in fictional books.
Wait, if I'm a fan of true crime.
Yeah, there's literally no one on there now.
I know.
Some local fella just offered to take a photograph of me and Ruth, but I'm not that much of a fan of Agatha Christie. So I declined his offer to take a photograph, for him to take a photograph of the both of us. And he looked fitter than me, so he probably would have. I wouldn't have been able to run after him if he nicked my phone. And Tesco de Cargo, Ideal by Innocence, Los Elefantes.
She wrote a lot of books, didn't she?
She must have wrote some in Spanish, maybe. I don't know. The Hollow. Poirot Investigates. We're almost up there now. A Pocket Full of Rye. Sad Cypress. The Body in the Library. The Pale Horse. The Mousetrap. So I do recognise quite a few of these books. We might as well go at the top. And then there's been a few removed. But look at that trap. Talking about mice traps, there's some souvenir shops here as well, so we'll check these out. Right, so that's it for the Agatha Christie Steps. And we've got this beautiful walk by here now. And it should take us to a nice observation point looking down over where we was yesterday. These houses are hotels, do you think?
I think they're houses or villas.
Very nice houses. Security cameras all around it. So Spanish gangsters live up here. Yeah, what a stunning walkway. So we're going to go now into a viewing point and then head back down. And tell me what your favourite Agatha Christie story is, because I won't care.
Because you won't know it.
No, because I just... Alright, Death on the Roof Likes Death on the Nile. My favourite one is the porn version of Poirot, called Porno. Must be a resort up here. So there's a church up there, or monastery, which is open. And then we've got an outside TV illustrating the local arts and crafts, urban activities, and the festival, I'm assuming, that's going on at the moment. Nope, someone's on tour. And then these are like the local tribute acts. There's an Adele tribute, there's an Elton John tribute, there's an ABBA tribute. Because on the south side of this island there's a Hard Rock Cafe, and that is where all you boozers go when you don't come up here. You stay by the airport, you get pissed for £2 a pint down Carlin, and you never come and explore the island. Yeah. So the sky's a lot clearer than yesterday. Look at this. Now this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. So this is literally where we was yesterday, right on the Black Beach, and it's the resort that we walked past. Stunning, isn't it? And if I don't put myself on camera, I'm not here. I know. I dressed up like a Pink Panther today, as Ruth's going to hold the camera and I'll illustrate. Buenos dias, la pinka panka. You see the old way that used to come up here? Very unsafe now. Some love locks ruining the view. Yeah, there's like an old building foundation here. Stunning though. Totally forgot my drone today. Look at this. You see where the mesh is just there just to hold as much as you can up. There's so much rubbish here, it's unbelievable. So this is what I meant when the island looked like Jurassic Park, because the cliffs are so steep here. So the farm, you can see farms and I know where locals live, but they're so far up on the side. Yeah, there's definitely no way down to this road below. Actually, there might be, but I'm not sure. I think there's steps there. This is literally part of the road. It goes in the tunnel here. But there's a viewing section down there. But Google Maps is literally telling me now that I have to just run and jump off here, which is not going to happen. Because I'll definitely start an earthquake. But yeah. But there's another ramp around the corner, so we're going to try and head back up and then check out that little white church. Freedom. See the house at the end? That was one of the attractions. I don't know what it is, but it came up as an attraction to visit. It's probably where Agatha Christie stayed. So yeah, there's private resorts here and here. Just makes you realise that back in the UK they're spending money on the wrong things massively. Right, so I've been reading on Google, yeah. So this is one of the oldest houses in this estate of the island, and it was also the inspiration. Ready? It was the inspiration for Agatha Christie's Man of the Sea book, which I've never heard of. But right by here we found an information plaque. What does it say? Agatha Christie is an English writer specialising in crime novels, born in England. Blah blah blah. So there she is.
They've got her pronouns wrong.
Well, they called her a man.
Yeah.
Where to?
His divorce.
Right, so you've heard it here. Agatha Christie was a man. Right. So yeah, it looks really nice. You can imagine some old gangster family owning it. So yeah, the house was built in the 17th century and passed down through 3 different families until it's with the family it is with now. Yeah, it looks really English. I'll check out this church now. It's got 1591 written on it. I know. I don't know if it's open now. It was open when we first came up here. I think they're actually in the middle of doing a service. So you can hear the service going on in there, so we're not going to go in there. I'm going to check out the statue under this tree though. So, yeah. Fella's got a nice little emo fringe from the tree. So we'll take an alternative route back down, obviously to see something different, rather than walk back down the same steps again. But you can see the island just emerging over here, and you can just see how big the hills are. There's literally a hill there with a chapel on it in the distance, and then you've just got a massive mountain right behind it again. And doing all this talk of like volcano talk, but we're yet to see it. But that goes back to the island having its own microclimate. Casablanca, Hotel Puerto de la Cruz. It's another resort here, private pools. I don't think the camera does this justice, but this is like... That's probably steeper than my parents' hill. No, it can't be.
No.
No. Maybe this bit by here is steep. But those of you watching this who are from Abercorn, you know Twin, the Polka Hill. as it used to be called, is incredibly steep. I literally almost went kicking by there.
Just after you said don't slip to me.
Just after I said the roof don't slip, my feet went out. Shit, no. These bloody loafer Crocs. Anyway, we're gonna get a quote. Should we go and get a quote? We're gonna get a quote for Mount Teide for Monday. If the price ain't good, yeah, we'll just stick with a reservation we've seen online. I'll make a reservation with a company we saw online, but we'll see what the prices are like here. Right, so we just booked Mount Teide for Monday, but we're not going to go up in the cable cars because the woman said that at the moment it's that windy up there that loads of the excursions are going, the cable carts are cancelled, so you have to go through a process of getting a €40 refund each. But we're going for a full day out from 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're going to check out all the volcanic fields. We're going to go and see the dragon trees. It's like a, what else is there? And loads of natural volcanic geographical stone things. Anyway, that's probably going to be not the next video but the video after. I might not even do a video tomorrow because it's Sunday, so I might just leave this camera in the hotel and then just do a normal day tomorrow. But yeah, we booked it out the way. That's off our minds now. We just have to make sure that we're awake for 8 o'clock on Monday morning, which is brilliant. I know. So we're going to take the slope route down by here. We're not going to do the steps. Huh?
You want to get some B-roll?
Paraglider. So these are the steps we came up. So here's the dry riverbed. So we walked down here through the park earlier and we went up the hill there. So we took the slope back down, and that's where we saw our little lizard friend over there with a guy whose dog is currently pissing on a tree, a palm tree. I mean, for what I've planned to show you lot at home, we've achieved that today, so we might get up the stuff we don't want you to see. I get pissed in a nightclub. Anyway, I think we're going to finish up quite soon. I'm 2 beers in. We're going to go to the seafront here and finish up with you lot. And here we are, back full circle to where we was yesterday with the restaurant and the cliff. And where me and Ruth had our drinks to, cocktails. And there's just one person left on the beach right down there. But that swimming resort is so quiet, there's no one there, there's barely anyone there. Yesterday was like barely anyone there as well. So yeah, we're going to finish up with a few beers. I think we're going to try and maybe get one in here, a walk back down to around where the fort is there, which we featured in our first video, and look for a boozer down there. Anyway, I want to say thanks you lot for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed this Tenerife. Keep an eye out for our Mount Teide visit, which is going to be in 2 days from now. Tomorrow I don't plan on making any videos, but the camera might still come with me, just in case something happens. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. If you don't like the video, well, just don't come back, isn't it? Anyway, peace and love. So this is a dragon tree, which we're going to go out to a forest of them on Monday. Beautiful little square mines. Bonus video clips. See you later. See you later.